Alright guys, so my thing, right? We have so many sources, so many ways, and so many things that we want to learn, that we want to do. And a lot of people want to learn how to learn, right? This has been a thing that has been super hard for me to do. And there are so many reasons on why people aren't learning, and there's so many reasons why people find a way out and do learn. And this is the video that we're going to sit down and talk about learning all the way through. Think about all your hobbies that you have. Something that you really like doing. You like playing video games, learning different levels, learning, different video games, different avenues, different genres of video games. You want to learn how to cook. You learn different ingredients. You learn different things to cook, different names of different foods. You like cars. You want to learn how to work on cars. You learn how the parts on cars work. You learn the names of different brands. You learn different aftermarket parts. You like anime. You want to learn about anime. You want to watch the new upcoming anime. You want to keep up with everybody else on what they're learning about what they like doing. And that's the big thing about when you like something, you're passionate about something, you generally learn it without feeling that, oh, I have to do this, I need to do it. Now, think of something like a language, right? You want to really learn this language really bad. And it is a big challenge. Learning a language is a big challenge, even though that everybody says learning English is one of the hardest languages to learn. Think about that. We're speaking one of the hardest languages to learn in the world, which is crazy, right? But yet we're having problems learning how to speak Spanish, learning how to speak Chinese, Japanese, French, German, Russian, whatever language that you're trying to achieve and to learn. You guys have to realize that that feeling of wanting to learn something, that desire, that passion, that motive, right? You really want to learn something, you simply just do it. You start learning on your own. Some people are willing to pay a lot of money to, have somebody push them to learn, or they get the apps, the Duolingos, the Babbles. They'll go to in-person classes to learn these new languages or whatever you want to learn. Honestly, my personal opinion, just sit down, do your research. One, after you've done your research, take action of what you figured out how to go through this method. Make a method for yourself, and to follow that method and be consistent with that method. And that's my way of saying, like, we can learn anything we want, but we have to push ourselves to do it. We simply have to. Recently I wanted to learn Spanish, and I just downloaded an app, Duolingo. It's been 17 days. I've been on a 17-day streak. It's been going okay, but you know what? I decided, I was like, I want to make a change. I want to do this. So guess what? I picked up my phone, I picked up whatever, and just started doing it. A big thing that stops people from learning is, the work that you have to put in, the dedication that you have to put in, the repetition that you have to put in, the isolation, the separation, the discipline that you have to put in order to do something new, learn something new, because it takes time. Some people like taking their time, and some people are in an immediate rush to learn it, and that's okay. You could learn it as fast as you can, but the faster you want to learn it, the more dedicated you got to be. And some people is not willing to be dedicated and willing to sacrifice that time to learn. That is like one of the biggest things. Like, anybody can learn whatever you want. I have a whole bunch of books over here to the right of me that I'm not gonna lie to you, I truly haven't read all of them because I didn't push myself to sit down, take my time, and read the book. If you ever got a motivational book like Think and Grow Rich or Rich Dad Poor Dad, and you're like, oh, this book is gonna solve all my problems. This book is gonna make me incredible, and you're sitting here thinking about the outcome of what the book is gonna make you versus just sitting down and actually reading the book and learning the book. It's the journey that you take. It's not the results. A lot of people are just sitting there like, oh, I want to learn this because I imagine myself as this. Like, I can imagine myself going out doing this, that, and the third with what I learned versus like, oh wow, so it took me this. I met people here, or I came to this task, and wow, this was memorable because I remember how hard I worked to get here, or I remembered, what it took me to just even do this, and that's the thing that's important about learning. It's the journey. It's the path that you take in order to get to where you want to be. For years, I've been a very eager, impatient person. Sometimes I am very patient, but I am impatient when it comes to like really wanting to learn something new and to, just have it, because this generation got so much sources and so much things they want to do. They just want to have it, but you gotta get it. You have to grasp it. You gotta learn it, and then you gotta master it. Because without mastery, what's the point? You don't have to fully master it, but getting it to the point where it satisfies you. And yes, that's our problem, guys. We have to sit back, relax, take our time, and figure out what we want to do. We gotta come up with a game plan. We gotta tell ourselves, like, look, I want to learn this. Let's say this. I want to learn Spanish. I have to sit down and talk to myself, like, look, alright, I want to learn Spanish, let's say in 30 days, which I might do. I might do a video that shows me doing Spanish for 30 days, right? What do I gotta do these 30 days? I have to do this, do that. Let's see. Here's another thing that a lot of people are gonna remember. Not every day is gonna be the same day, which I mean, like, some people has very sporadic schedules, so you have to figure out where you're gonna put in this work. If you want to get something done, you want to learn something may have to change, something may have to give. If you don't sacrifice that for what you want to learn, what you want to do, you might as well just call it quits if you're not gonna make that change for whatever you have to do. You may have a long day of work. Even if you put 15-20 minutes in what you really want to do as far as learning, you do it. Even if somebody is hitting you up saying like, hey, I want to go to this party, or hey, I want to go to this event, this, that, and the third, and you could do that. Go out, have fun, enjoy yourself, because I'm not saying you can't do that stuff, but you also gotta think, it's either you do that, you could sacrifice that time and say nah, the power of saying no, and be like, nah, I got things to do. Oh, what do you gotta do? Don't worry about it, I have things to do. Because people are now saying like, oh, what is he doing? And that's the thing about learning. We try to learn something, and then God gives us these roles, these lessons that, oh, I'm gonna have this person come and bother him and distract him. Let's see if he passes the test, because he's gonna want you to say no and be on your purpose. But instead you said yes, you had a great time, but guess what? You still ain't learning on what you want to learn. And guys, that's the thing. It's just this. It's us. It's up to us if we want to learn. It's not up to anybody else. There's a lot of people out there that people don't even realize that wants the best for us. but they can't do nothing or say much because it's really up to us to just actually go ahead and do it. If you wanted to be an officer, firefighter, doctor, right? People was like, oh yeah, I see this, or I push it, and you see it too. This is something that you actually want to do. This is not something that somebody else wanted you to do, but they see it in you. They believe in your dream, your mission, whatever you want to do, right? And now you're like, oh well, I'm sitting here thinking about it so much, and how I'm gonna learn, how I'm gonna make this plan, but you're not making the plan. Now things are just blazing off. You're self-sabotaging yourself. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. Just be quiet. Get on the computer. Get a pen and pencil and just learn. Do 10 minutes if you need to. Then stop. Maybe take a 10-15 minute break. Then do another 10 minutes. Put your phone down and set a timer. Or whatever thing you're doing. Do a little bit by bit by bit. Biggest thing is just doing the learning, doing whatever you want to learn. You're gonna make mistakes. You can't be afraid of mistakes. Just have to do it. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video here. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.